Shanti, and a very good morning from Aberdeen.Hindu Temple in Stonywood. Today is Sunday, the 22nd of August 2021, and it's actually the actual date of Raki, the time when we make that yearly or revise that yearly promise to stay connected with the divine at all times and to actually reform ourselves and to become those who are worthy of seeing or of sitting in the eyes of the Supreme, in Baba's eyes. It's a time of really reflecting and staying in connection with the divine as much as possible. And so the line of fortune is then sparkling on the foreheads of those who have that connection with the Supreme, and to pay attention to their every thought, every word, every action. And so we just become the trustee, the ones through whom the Supreme is shining its light. And so the light of that spirituality is visible in the eyes, in the smile, in the face of each one of us. And so it's a way of really raising our awareness away from everything else that is around us, from the hurt and the pain and the disruption and the chaos that is experienced at this time all over the world and that we're witnessing. Coronavirus here in the UK is settling, even though it's rising and settling down. But we are on a trajectory where we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. But at the same time, there is no rest because there are fires everywhere, be it fires created by humans, where there is war, there is fear, there's worry. People are trying to escape their own country because of fear for their safety. And then there is nature playing her parts of flooding, of fires, of earthquakes. And so all around in the world, there's that consciousness of fear, of worry, of being lost. And yet, is inside that is peaceful. The moment we connect with the Supreme, with Baba, that very stable connection is created. And through that very stable connection, we experience peace, we experience freshness, we experience power. And then all the things that are happening around us, they might have been going around us like as if we're sitting in the middle of a carousel. But everything slows down and we're able to recognize what it is that is happening all around us. And we're also able to put it into context in the view of the drama, of what is happening on the world stage. And so we can calm down. We can also respond to situations in an appropriate way, without fear, but with courage and with a lot of love in our hearts. And yesterday we had the first celebration of Raki in the center here in Aberdeen, and today it's going to be here in the temple. And it is a very deep, moving sort of celebration. And we all get a blessing, and the blessing I received was really to stay playful, to stay light, and to approach life in that way, and to maintain that sweetness and that joyfulness inside ourselves. So when we look at it, it's in the context really of what's going on in the world around us that could make us heavy. Many will awaken through that, but they might go to sleep again very quickly and just do whatever they've always done. And so go into that stage of sleepiness. Remember that by the age of 7, we have absorbed from the world around us everything that is actually going to be 90% by the age of 35 on how we respond to life. That what we have experienced, that what we have seen, what our parents' reaction was, yeah, this is not allowed, or don't do this or do that, or you're not this or you're not that, or you are that. And so we start living life from a program that has been instilled in us over many years of upbringing, and then have become quite firm and reaffirmed in our life. And so that is our outlook in life. But the moment that we actually come under Baba's canopy of protection, the moment we actually have remembrance, which means that we remember that the Supreme, that we forge that connection with the Supreme, at that moment there is the awakening of our consciousness. Our third eye is enlightened. The light, the divine light of spirituality is visible from our foreheads, from our eyes, from our mouths, and it's singing in our hearts. And so that moment of awakening starts to present us with options and opportunities that if we play our life from the programs that we have already installed inside ourselves, gives us new opportunities, new options. And so that playfulness can come in. It's like reconnecting with that playfulness that we have as children when we actually play with all aspects of this world and experience and create new experiences, new awarenesses of who we are and what we are capable of, and how far we can go and how far we cannot go, and what is right and what is wrong. So that playfulness, in that lightness, we actually start to create in a very active way. And so to be spiritual in a way, to actually sit in meditation, is really to reconnect with our original self, that core of peace and love and power and lightness, that core of awareness that is good and that is beneficial and that will actually create goodness all around us. And so it means when I connect with the soul, the being of light, that I actually extend my radar, extend my awareness far beyond my physical presence. And I start connecting all over the world with other souls who are in that same awareness. And what we're doing is, in a way, we're creating in that connection with the Supreme light, lightness, playfulness, sweetness, peace, safety, hope, comfort, and wellness. We can be well and we can be comfortable even if the environment around us is not conducive to that. It is difficult, but it is also the experience of those who are in that situation constantly. As long as they maintain that playfulness, that lightness, that goodness, that sweetness within themselves. And so what happens is that the light of spirituality really goes into the environment and creates Baba's light, the light of the Supreme, infiltrates through us so we say that Baba is Karan Karavanhar, the one who does through others. And so we become Karan Har. So we become the ones who do, by following that light, that awareness that the Supreme gives. And so in that lightness, there is creation. But that lightness, that light, gives an atmosphere that will create goodness and strength. And it also creates health and wealth. It means that when I eat in that awareness, that food that I eat actually has the energy to actually create health and wealth and happiness inside myself. And it doesn't mean matter what it is that I'm eating. It could be just a dry chapati and some dal, or even just a dry chapati and water. But that food will nourish me. That grain will have all the strength and all the power to actually support me enough from an energy point of view that combined with my spiritual awareness, my spiritual energy, it creates goodness in myself and all those around me. And so by experiencing, by understanding the fortune that we have at this time, by becoming the ones who become instruments, become trustees, who are actually experiencing that spiritual awakening, others around us will also awaken spiritually. So it's a mean just beyond just serving myself. And by being unlimited, what happens is that we actually start serving others, we start giving others, and we actually thereby close the door to Maya, the door to the illusions, to the mischievousness of Maya. And we live in a righteous way, in a way that gives strength and happiness and power all around us. And so to meditate is not just an empty activity. It is actually an activity in which our consciousness is awakened. All I need to do is sit peacefully and actually connect with the divine through my forehead, through my soul. Take some nice deep breaths. Transport myself into that place of golden red light beyond this physical world, beyond the chaos, the unsettledness, the worries of this world, into a place of peace and quiet, of goodness and wellness, and feel refreshed in that way. Take a nice deep breath and let go of the awareness of everything around us, including our bodies, and become light, become energy, become adopt our astral body, and then even beyond that, become just light and spread that light all over the world around you, and allow that light even to go beyond that, to reach places, hearts and minds and sentient beings beyond our even immediate environment. And feel as if this is like a wave of energy, a wave of light, just going all around this world. And by connecting with the lights of others who are doing exactly the same thing, Create a space of coolness and lightness, of happiness and of feeling of fortune all around us. And create a world that is able to calm itself, to become tranquil, to become light, and a world that is able to refresh itself and to bring power and lightness again. Just feel how all of us are like lighthouses. And these lighthouses shine the light into the world. And that light then connects with the light of others. And there's no longer darkness, but there's light. And in that light, there's certainty, there's safety. There is that feeling of never being alone and to be with the divine, to be with God, to be with Baba, and to feel his comforting arm around us, to feel his light just shining into us and dispelling any darkness, any cobwebs, any worry, or any chaos or peacelessness, and to fill us with that peace, that certainty, and that light. And so our vision is transformed. Our vision becomes that sparkles of spirituality, and that lightness is a light that brings happiness and brings comfort and brings health. It is the choice that each one of us makes every day to actually bring that time during which we have that inner awareness, the time during which we recollect our strength and we freshen up. It's like washing your face in the morning and feeling that freshness that washes away that sleepiness. And that freshness gives us light, gives us power, gives us awakening. And then to sit down and just connect with the divine, with Baba. And while we do that, just sit there in a very humble way and become peaceful inside. And when you're peaceful and you feel that connection with Baba, your mind expands, you're peaceful, you're loving, your love flows and gives meaning to everything around us, touches everything. And it gives the light of that pure lotus flower that sparkles even though there is mud all around and looks beautiful and enlightens everyone. And so whoever comes in contact with you, who are in this awareness, they get an experience of spirituality. And it's not just about giving an experience of spirituality, but of helping in the transformation of this world from a world of chaos to a world of peace, cooperation, a world where we all live together in our highest awareness and where we all contribute to the goodness and to the safety of each one. A world where there is abundance, a world where there's light, a world where we never feel alone, a world where there's a smile on the face, and where our hearts feel settled, where our hearts feel good. You know, we have bodies where it should last forever and ever, and yet one of the biggest killer in our society is heart disease, and then obviously diabetes and all these things, cancers. And so it's like having a broken heart. And so that light of spirituality, that peace, that serenity, that calmness heals the heart, heals the broken memories, the hurtful situations, and allows us to detach and to give space for loving feelings. And it mends, it heals the heart. And it makes us strong, our immunity is strong. And we are able to create, able to adjust, able to face, able to discriminate and to judge, and yet to maintain a benevolent, uplifting awareness. We all live on this world, and we have this great fortune to be living here, to have our chance of expressing ourselves on this earth. And so let us make sure that whatever we express on this earth will leave a sweet memory in the minds and hearts of those that we have come in contact with. Let nothing upset or destabilize, but become a Maharati, a brave, powerful warrior. And not a warrior in a physical way, but in the spiritual. So a warrior who is victorious over the vices, who actually, whatever actions this warrior does, are actions that bring happiness, that bring safety, and bring light. Detach yourself from all the sounds and all the activity around. Fill yourself with the light of the divine, the rest, comfort, and freshness that you receive. Give gratefulness. Be grateful. Be loving. Be peaceful. And share the light of the divine all around you. There's a star shining in the center of your forehead. And that tilak is awakened spirituality, awakened consciousness. And like an idol in the temples, you're sitting peacefully and calmly. You're giving hope and light to everyone around you. And the light of the Supreme, the canopy of protection of the Supreme is over you. And in that canopy, all the spiritual values that bring happiness, peace, love, wisdom, happiness, bliss, are all on that canopy of protection. And the life is blessed. Your life is blessed. Your existence is fortunate. Your life has got a clear line of fortune, of writing your story on this earth. And your eyes give the sparkle, but give the glance to others of spirituality. And those who come in contact with such fortunate, spiritual, enlightened beings, enlighten their existence. And the fragrance of spirituality is like the fragrance of a rose, intense, powerful, awakening, awakening the understanding and the feeling of who I am. I'm a soul. I'm a child of the Supreme. I come from Parandam, the world of souls, a world of golden red lights where there's absolute stillness and power, where there's freshness and that fragrance of the essence of the soul, the essence that carries all the values, all the qualities, all the beneficial accolades and experiences in itself. So be the one who brings happiness. Be the one who brings peace, cooperation, and happiness to this world. And through that connection with the divine, as much as you can, just going to Parandam, going to the soul world, connecting with the divine and coming back and doing that again and again and again. What happens is that you bring beauty into this world, create a world of light, a world of goodness, a world of cooperation, where there's abundance, where there's only happiness, where there's no awareness of how to cause sorrow. a world that we call the golden aged world, the world of goodness, the world of power. So wishing you a very, very good day, a very good week, coming from a space of spirituality, which is peace, love, good wishes, bliss, always connected with the divine, always feeling Baba's hand on your shoulder, protecting you, but also guiding you. Light, playful, sweet, and joyful. Om Shanti. Have a lovely, lovely day and lovely week. Om Shanti. Shanti, fortunate soul. Bye bye.